Suresh, thanks for talking to us today. I just want to start by asking, why did you decide to call the restaurant Avatar Dining? And what's the meaning behind that?
Avatar is in Hindi, in Sanskrit, is a reborn, which is something extraordinary, something new.
So how did you get into the restaurant business?
To be honest, I have started working since when I was 19, and my always interest hobby is always in hospitality. So I never looked at any other organization or any other work. So obviously I started from the waiter, yes. Because my intention is always in my mind. So I would establish my own business one day. So I always learning, looking the new things, how they present the plates, how they serve it, how they manage it. So always curious, not only working. I was looking at if somebody is garnishing the plate, where the sauces come from, how the sauce is made, kind of things. And when they do the servicing as well, they do clockwise, anti-clockwise. They present the food without telling the name, how they do it. There are formulas, those kind of things I was trying to learn.
So for 10 years you were making notes and taking the best parts of
Yeah, not in my hand, but in my brain, Maybe some of them, in my notebook, yes.
Why did you decide to come to the UK?
Just to establish the life, the better life, we say. When you are living in third world country, Asian, and then always looking for opportunities. So I came here to catch the opportunities.
Why did you decide to start a restaurant?
It's in my blood, I think, because I can't think anything apart from the culinary old hospitality or restaurants, whatever we say. This is what I know it, and I love it, and I'm always, about it. So it's my bread and butter as well, and it look after a few families and myself. So so far it's very good at the moment.
So do you have regular customers that come to the restaurant?
Martin Johnson, who is the rugby captain previously, he comes regularly. I can't really remember the name, but there are a few celebrities lives in the Market Harbour as well. They come and see, and also the varieties of clients, reach, average, everyone's. We welcome everyone.
Do you have a speciality?
We have we have chef's signature dish as well as a traditional, because we can't really completely avoid the traditional dishes, which is like chicken tikka masalas, kormas, and jalfrezis. They are very popular, but the way we present is different, and the taste probably different. That we try to keep the name as it is, and also top of that, we always introduce the nice dishes and the new dishes, and the chef's signature dishes, which are different than other restaurants.
So when was Avatar established?
So we have taken over one of our previous families in 2011, and then there on few years, and then 2015 I came and taken over, and we got another business which is we established in 2022 in November in Lutterworth.
And what made you open a second restaurant?
The people who are living in the Lutterworth, they don't have this kind of choices. So they always saying, they committed to Market Harbour and always saying, why don't you open a small business in Lutterworth? So we decided, and we found the property there, which was already business, and we bought it.
What goes into running a successful restaurant, would you say?
It's not only food, it should be combination of food and service, and also the quality, what you buy, where you buy, and when you buy. That's matter. And how long you keep it.
And how much emphasis did you put on interior design and things like that when you were planning the restaurant?
We managed to refurbish it in 2021. When the restaurant was closed, but we did open a takeaway during that time. And also we managed to do the work. So we completely changed inside. Apart from the walls and a roof, everything we changed.
Did you have much involvement in that?
Since we did refurbishment and it looks better and nicer, cleaner, and it has got nice combination of colors. Obviously, for the diners, it's more relaxed as well, and more spacious.
So could you tell us a bit about some of the challenges of running a restaurant? People talk about COVID. Was that one of the biggest challenges you faced?
Yeah, definitely. It was. We luckily we didn't lose our staffs. We managed to keep all of them, apart from their own interest and own idea they want to leave. But we didn't lose. 99% staff where we try to keep it in our establishment and in our company. Obviously, struggling time. Yes, we managed to have a little loan from the government, so we try to survive.
So tell us, what's the best part about running a restaurant?
Best part, the satisfaction. Satisfaction is the motto. If the customer is happy, I'm happy. We are all happy. If not, then we got to improve it.
Do you run it with your family?
I don't have a blood relations in my business, but I have a friend who is we started working together in South Salisbury in that area. So most of us we started same businesses, and so we all well established. So with me, yes, I have a team, but we had a good relation together. We used to have a good relation as well.
You've been really successful, so tell us how it feels to win awards at the Leicestershire Curry Awards.
Oh, I can't explain honestly. This is the second year row we won the best category. It's really proud moment. It's a moment of immense. So this memory, I think it will never die. You know, it's the best things ever happened. So which is stopping up the beauty of our business. It feels nicer, better, and it's better to everyone, not only me, even the members who are working down there, they feel better as well. Wow, we are working in a award-winning restaurant. You know that the name is more than anything.
So when you were growing up, was it always a dream of yours to, own your own restaurant?
No, when I was in school, I was going to my dad and mom and cutting grasses, fielding, looking after the animals and all that. But I had a dream, yes. I want to become a successful one day. I'm from the military background, so I understand the struggling, looking after all the families from one man in a family and just one income. Obviously, yes, it was not poverty, but struggling. Obviously, comfortable, but still, you don't have a cash capital in your hand. You have a land and a lot of animals, and But the thing is, you always have a shortage of cash when you are in somewhere in a village, countryside where there is no electricity, no transport, and all that. So this is what my background is. I was grown up in that sort of family background.
And what did your parents do?
My dad was a ex-military. He's passed away in 2019, and mom is still alive. She was a housewife, looking after the boys. She's very happy what I'm doing here, and hopefully she's visiting very soon. She will see my hard work, or if I say success, no. But I go quite often back home. I went there last year in November, only for 2 weeks. I'm planning going back again. And also I have a family here, my wife, 2 kids, one 8 and one 4. So I have to look after everywhere.
So would you say growing up with not a lot of money to hand was a motivating factor for your success and wanting to own your own restaurant?
If I say in a family, just one person is like bringing the money, then you're looking after like 6-7 people. It's not enough.
Would you say that gave you a great drive to
Yeah,
to
yeah,
succeed?
yeah, definitely. If I have a lot of money, then I wouldn't be here, I think. Yeah, I understand the value of money. I always look after my dad and how hard working he was, and I think 90% of that, the vibes, the way he was, I think is coming through him.
Yeah.
So he's always working hard. He's very like honest and hardworking man. This is what I think I'm following his path at the moment.
Imagine you're quite disciplined then.
Yeah, discipline. Military is always discipline, but not only discipline. He was very neat and clean, tidy, looking after surrounding house, cleaning, all that. He never feels shy to do any small jobs. Always, when he was in a military job, then they used to come for like vacation. That time, 2 months, and he's spending 2 months with the families, all cleaning, looking after the farm, and kind of, he's always there. He's never sat down home and relax. It's kind of holiday, but for him, not a holiday. So, came in working as well.
And has your mother been to see your restaurant yet?
No. She hasn't been here, so she's probably coming next year. Yeah, she's looking after I have a few families back home, so she's looking after the grandchildren, and all those families. I brought up in a big families, so.
And how many siblings have you got?
Three brothers. Under me. I'm eldest one.
What do they do?
One is doing good organic business. He provide all those organic product from different areas in Nepal, and then selling as a wholesale, and also the retail he does. And another brother, he's retired from the army, and he's doing his own hospitality business, and another one is doing for real estate businesses back home.
So what would you say about the food scene in Leicestershire? Would you say it's competitive, and is that a good thing?
This industry is not small, I already said, it's a big, like an ocean. If you go inside, it's bigger and bigger. So I'm nothing compared to that, the huge businesses. I always say I'm the beginners.
So looking back on your success, I imagine your younger self would be very proud of what you've achieved.
I have never ever dreamed like I will be here today. So I don't know how success I am or not, but if I go back, see my college life and school life, and also my beginning life in UK, and also the 10 years struggle continuously in this country. If I go back and see, I think it makes me happy and proud, and then also feels me better. It's not only like how much I make it, or it doesn't count in that way. The most proud moment, like you looking after yourself, and also you're looking after the other families as well. It's not working, or you're giving the wages or paying, everybody takes wages if work, but looking after the other families, it makes me proud and happy.
When you first arrived in the UK, you mentioned that it was quite a struggle for you.
Yeah, working for somebody is not easy. See? In this industry, there is no, the industry now is changed, So that time was different. Less wages, more hours, no rest. Always try to fulfill your boss. So this is why I think, we got to look after everyone.
Did that give you the drive to want to be your own boss then?
Yeah. I become a boss, not in that way. I mean, it makes you feel like, okay, you are not just working here. You looking after this, premises as well. There are a lot of things to do in avatar dining, but I never feel satisfied providing the service and food. I always think there is something missing every day.
So coming back to the Leicestershire Curry Awards, how has winning changed your business and what does it mean to you?
Business, I would say, is obviously it will increase the business. When we get that kind of award, to keeping that standard is the most difficult part. Business is definitely is boost up because people come and say, let's go and try there. They are the award-winning restaurants. Then the volume increases. The most importantly is how you handle it, managing. Award-winning is itself such a big thing. Not many restaurants they get it right. We feel very proud and happy, and it's a moment of immense. I already said we've been very lucky, and its entire support, medias, and Pukaar as well, and also colleagues, families. Rumal Bhai also showed me this platform. He's saying you should be participating there because your restaurant is nice, feedback is nice. It comes out in a piece of paper, everything nowadays. You see, so yeah, as you saying, a restaurant is become more business and more successful because of Curry Award, definitely.
So Suresh, could you tell us a bit more about your charity work? Because I understand that's very important to you.
It is. Recently, I did one big charity in Nepal, which is called Manav Seva Ashram. Mostly, they already built the houses for the homeless people who hasn't got families, and their condition like mentally and disabilities and all that physically. So I help them about in Nepalese is like 5 lakh and over, but if I say in British pound, about 3,500 pound, just the last 2 weeks ago. Yeah, and that money goes to the one of the charity which is I mentioned that. So they are building houses for the shelter house for those people, and one room is my job to build where they can sleep. So that's approximately that cost, and that room is going to be my late father's name and my granddad's name. They will be written in the name, my dad's name in the wall, and also my granddad and grandmom's, which is they are not here. So it's a what you call remembrance or remembrance, yeah, for our late families.
Yeah, so it sounds like it's very important for you to give something back.
If I don't know where I'm come from, I don't know where I'm going. So I always remember that where I come from, then only your destination will be ticked out. You're going somewhere. Otherwise, you're lost. That is very important. Families, culture, everything. And I'm trying my best to teach the families as well, same thing.
So Suresh, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. And yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. And we look forward to seeing you at next year's Leicestershire Curry Awards.